Hi everyone, in today's video I will show you how to redirect output to a file in PowerShell. So, in this video you will learn how to redirect output to a file in PowerShell. I think this is essential for saving results, logs and for example reports, so this might be helpful for you. We can start with the most basic redirection, I think, and how to do the most basic redirection. The idea is the same as in, for example, Linux. In Linux you have two operators. You have single greater than operator and double greater than operator. In the PowerShell it looks the same. So we will use, for example, command Get-Process, and now we have to use greater than operator, and now we have to specify the file name that we want to save that output into. So get processes like this, and for example txt, but I made a spelling mistake, so processes like this and txt. I will press enter, and right now, as you can see, inside of this directory I have the processes.txt file. I can open that by typing in notepad and processes like this, and as you can see, inside of this file I have the output of my command get process, so everything is working fine. But what will happen if I will use the same file again? So let's use the get-ChildItem command, and now we will use the redirection to the same file processes.txt. As I said, it is working the same as in Linux. So by doing the single greater than sign, this file gets overwritten. So we can do something like this. We can leave that again. As you can see, the size has been changed, and we can do notepad again. As you can see, now we have only output of the command file, I mean get ChildItem. How can we append the output? So we want to have the output of both these commands inside of my file. We have to use double greater than sign, so I will clear that. And now we will use, for example, get process again, get process, and we will append it to the processes.txt file. As you can see, now if I will edit that with the notepad, I am getting first of all the output of the get ChildItem, and the second output of get process command. So this is how it works. We have also the second option, which is more, I would say, closer to PowerShell. We can use something what we call Out-File. Out-File works like this. So we have to first of all specify the command name, for example. So get process again, and now we have to do pipe and out-file, and now we have to specify the file name. I will do, for example, p2.txt. that will stand for processes2.txt, and now I will press enter, and now I can do notepad p2.txt, and as you can see we are getting the output. But how does it work? We can check if the file will get overwritten or no. So again, get ChildItem, out file p2.txt, and we can again do notepad on p2.txt. Of course, notepad like this. As you can see, by default it gets overwritten. So how can we append that? Same as in this scenario with the double greater than sign. We simply have to do we have to use option -append. So it is very easy. So we can do again, for example, get process in order to add these processes, and out file now into the p2.txt, and with the option -append, append like this, and it will work. I can edit that notepad processes.txt. As you can see, now we have the output of the get-ChildItem command and the output of the get-process command. So this is how you can redirect output to a file in PowerShell. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next videos.